Hello and welcome. My name's Catherine and the founder of Bristol Child Parent Support. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a short taster video on sleep and the two reasons that most parents come to see me. And the first reason is resistance in going to bed, and the next reason is difficulty in falling asleep. So what I'm going to focus on today is not all the sort of perhaps organic reasons or things like that. I'm going to focus on your child's nighttime fears and anxieties. So it's really about their emotions. And I'm going to help you to think about what are my top tips, but also the reasons why, what you can do now as parents to change that for your child. So most children that I see, and this is for children who are sort of 18 months onwards, they're out of baby stage right up until 10. They're still learning the capacity to manage their emotions, and they don't fully yet develop this until they're about 5 or 6. And if you can imagine actually going to sleep for about 10 or 12 hours, it's quite a long time to be away from mummy or daddy. So have patience with your child. So if they're about 3 or 4, they might be quite worried about being away from mummy or daddy. And so if you want to help them with this, what's really good is allow them to have time with you during the day. So make sure you set up special time. Allow them to take something with them of mummy or daddy's into bed. Obviously that it doesn't strangle them or things like that. So having an old t-shirt of yours, or obviously their soft or cuddly toy, will help them to feel more safe at night, and so that they actually know that somebody's with them. The other thing is that I've suggested to parents is that they can do a CD of their voice. So with older children, if they wake up in the night or they're worried about falling asleep, you can put a CD on of you telling them a story or singing them a song or a lullaby. The next thing is that children who are young can't distinguish between fantasy or reality. So when they see a shadow in their sort of lurking in their bedroom, that they might think this is a monster. So help them with their fears around monsters, help them to distinguish between fact or fantasy, and give them things that they can do, such as a torch light so that they can look, a night light, or really talk to them about getting rid of monsters and things like that. But just ask them, what can I do to help you for you to feel safe? The other thing is that they can't control their emotional impulses. So as I've said before is that it's really hard for them to stay calm if they're frightened, and your child emotionally might have a temperament that's a little bit more sensitive or anxious. So be gentle with them and help them. So things like doing relaxation or breathing exercises can really help. Sometimes, what they've found in research is that if you blow into one of those party poopers, get them to do big blowouts and big blow-ins, that can really help them to breathe. So that will teach them that that's the sort of breathing that they need to do if they've got, butterflies in their tummy, or they start sweating or things like that. So help them with sort of how do they manage their worries and fears. And the other thing is if you're setting up a sort of a nighttime routine, make sure that you actually massage them. So when they've done their bath and their bed, you can give them a massage, because there's lots of research to show that this helps to invoke oxytocin, which is the counterbalance hormone for cortisol. So that means that your child is going to be a lot calmer when they lie down and have their story. There's lots of stories too that can think about worries and anxieties, like Irma Kirst's Big Bag of Worries. I really like that book. Or actually make one up of your own with your child. I've done a blog on therapeutic stories with lots of sort of empowering Power Rangers or things like that. And what's also really important is please don't let your child cry it out. If they're worried or fearful, please do manage their fears, because there isn't any evidence to show that making them really distressed at night is going to help them in the longer term. Some children do shut down. I hope that these tips have been useful, and I really hope that you can be the best parent that you can be to help your child feel safe, secure and loved. Bye for now.